Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Gordon, and I'm back again for this week's continuation of the Bully series videos. This is part 2. Okay? Remember the last time we met, we talked about the definition of a bully, and we talked about the 4 main types of bullying. We said that the definition is a person or can be persons who intentionally and repeatedly over a period of time try to hurt or does in actuality hurt another person. And then we talked about the 4 main types. Anybody remember one of those? Yes. Verbal bullying. What about yes, I hear you. Physical bullying. What about the third one? Yes, you're right. Mental or emotional bullying. And does anybody remember the last one? Right, cyberbullying. Very good. And then you clicked on that link and you printed out all the materials that you needed to create your own bully book. You um, printed out the title page and you illustrated the title page. It looks something like this. I'm sure yours looks a little better. Then chapter 1, what is a bully? Last week you completed the activity that goes behind chapter 1. Now this week we're going to work on chapter 2, the bully circle. And you're going to find these sheets in that same link. I have uploaded the new chapter and the activities on that same link. Okay? So you're going to illustrate your chapter 2. And then we will do a questionnaire or a bully survey. And what's going to happen is going to ask you some questions. You're going to give your mark yes, no, or sometimes. And at the end of the questionnaire, you'll score all that. You'll come up with a total. And then that total will tell you a little bit about yourself. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Finally, you're going to create your own bully circle. It's going to look just like this, right? And you're going to have a definitions or a description sheet that looks like this. And you are going to match the description with the bully role around the circle. And when you're complete, your activity will look like this. All right? Well, let's get started. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to begin lesson 2 of the bully series by answering a questionnaire. Are you a bully? Questionnaire. Now, you can use the link to print out a copy of the questionnaire, or you can simply get a sheet of paper and number your paper 1 through 12 and answer the questions to the questionnaire. You will be answering yes if this is something that you normally do. This is part of something that is in your regular behavior. Or you will answer sometimes if this is something that you have done intermittently. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. And then you will answer no if this question is something that you do not do. I'm going to read the question and you answer yes, sometimes, or no on your sheet of paper or on your Are You a Bully questionnaire. Let's start with number 1 and you will quickly get the hang of it. Do you pick on people smaller than you are or on animals? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 2, do you like to tease or taunt other people? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 3, if you tease people, do you like to see them get upset? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 4, do you think it's funny when other people make mistakes? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 5, do you like to take or destroy other people's belongings? Yes, sometimes, or no. Number 6, do you want other students to think you're the toughest kid in the school? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 7, do you get angry a lot and stay angry for a long time? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 8, do you blame other people for things that go wrong in your life? Mark yes, if this is true, sometimes, or no. Number 9, do you like to get revenge on people who hurt you? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 10, when you play a sport or game, do you always have to be the winner? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Number 11, if you lose at something, do you worry about what other people will think of you? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. And finally, number 12, do you get angry or jealous when someone else succeeds? Mark yes, sometimes, or no. Now that you have your questionnaire complete, let's score your questionnaire. For every time you check yes, give yourself 2 points. For every time you checked sometimes, give yourself 1 point. And for each no, give yourself 0 points. Here we go. Results. You add up all your points, boys and girls, and find out what your total is, and then find your results. If you have a score of 1 or less, congratulations. You do not have any characteristics of a bully. Keep up your good behavior and encourage others to do the same. Congratulations, way to go. If you scored 2 to 4 points, you have some characteristics of a bully. This means that in some certain situations, you display the same behaviors that bullies do, but the majority of the time, you have respectful and kind reactions. Try to make all your reactions respectful and kind, because kindness is never wasted. Finally, if you scored 6 or more, you have many of the same qualities of a bully. Try to change your behavior and think before you act. If something you are about to do can hurt someone else, don't do it. If you treat others with respect, you will like yourself more and others will like you too. The bully circle. I bet you didn't know that everyone has a role in the bully problem. The roles are the target, the bully or bullies, the followers, the supporters, the bystanders, the possible defenders, and the defenders. There are 7 roles in the bully circle. Listen as I describe each of the roles and ask yourself, which role do I fit? And ask yourself, do I like the role that I am in, or would I prefer to get out of that role and take on another role? Now, all of us play one of these roles on the bully circle. So let's start with the first one, the bully or bullies. He or they start the bullying and they take an active role. So the bully is the person who starts it. The bully has followers. The followers take an active part, but they don't start the bullying. They follow the leader, but they are not the leader. Next, you have the supporters. They support the bullying, but they don't take an active role. Their support might look something like laughing along with the bullies and the followers, or drawing attention to the situation. And that's the only role that they will play in it. Next, you have the bystander. The bystander watches what happens. They don't take a stand. They might say stuff like, it's none of my business, or I'll just watch and see what happens. Next, you have a possible defender. They don't like the bullying and they think they ought to help, but they just don't do it. Then you have the defenders. They also do not like the bullying. And then they take it a step further. They help, or at least they try to help the victim in some kind of way. And finally, you have the target or the victim. That is the person who is being picked on. Okay, I've just finished describing all 7 roles of the bully circle. Which of those roles or which of those players do you think you are? And is that something that you like about yourself, or is that something that you would like to change about yourself? All right, boys and girls, now you are ready to go to that link, print out your materials, and complete your bully circle. You're going to add your completed bully circle to your bully book, and you will be finished with chapter 2. Next week, I'm going to come back and we're going to complete chapter 3. That's also the final chapter, okay? And that chapter is going to be talking about, well, what do I do about bullying? How can I stop being bullied? Or how can I stop bullying? Or even how can I not be a bully? We're going to talk about that when I come back next week. I'll see you next week. Bye.